We haven't had a live now in a couple months. I think it's been a couple months, but we have a new set out, Twilight Masquerade. So if anybody is here and they're wanting to buy in on the new set, you want to have some packs opened up tonight, there is a website. It's over here. There it is, tcagaming.com. It should be at the top of the chat as well. But guys, I appreciate everyone still coming out to these. I know we haven't done a whole lot of lives lately. Our very first order, we've got a Twilight Masquerade box, and we have 50 Paldean Fates packs. This is the only order that we have in at the moment. So order 5174. So if you come in at 5175, you're next in line. But this one will take a little bit. But we're going to start off with the Twilight Masquerade, and then we'll work our way into the Paldean Fates boxes. Oh, yeah. All right, so if you can hear that, I've actually got a Pokemon Center New York clock right there. You can't really see it that great, but you might be able to hear some of the Pokemon music going on. But it's a pretty rare clock. It actually like opens up and spins. I had somebody come by Pokemon Wonder. He come by the Wednesday this past week. I can't remember. But I didn't have batteries in, and I couldn't show it to him. So maybe the next time he's there. But I found some batteries, and I thought I'd crank the thing out and just listen to it for a little bit. But it's nice hearing it again. I used to let that thing play. It goes off every hour or so. So if we're in here for at least an hour, hopefully we are, then it'll go off again at 9 o'clock, and it'll play a different Pokemon song. Again, I don't know if you guys could even hear that song, especially with me talking over it. But if you guys have any questions too, don't feel like this just has to be like a live break thing where we're busting packs talking about the new Pokemon set. If you have any questions in general about Pokemon, I have a feeling that we're going to be much lighter than what we were, in previous sets. So hopefully I can see what you got going on, and I can comment to it. Because right now I see Grim Beats, Just Yuri, Ketsu, James Chang, Derek L, and Nick. We got a few people in here. And we're rocking the plain black playmat. Pack number 1, what do we have? Ooh, we're going to start off with a full art. Got a full art Perrin. Thought I had some sleeves set out. Oh yeah, I do. They're over here. Don't need to bust a whole nother one. How many hits you think we're going to get out of this first Twilight Masquerade box? Did I say Twilight or say Twilight? Twilight Masquerade. I haven't seen any of the openings. I know people have been opening them up for at least a week now. Pack number 2. Got an Infernape. Inspection, what is up, man? Good to see you in here too. Hyper Aroma. Search your deck for up to 3 stage 1 Pokemon. Reveal them and put them into your hand. Stage 1. I'm sure there's a way to make that work pretty good. Aiden said, you tried selling any slabs to GameStop yet, Rusty? I really thought about going up there and just taking all of my not all of my Charizards, but like all the base set Charizards, and just seeing what they would offer for each one. See if they could get any price differentiation. They would just max out at 500 on all of them, or if they would even come in, at some like crazy low price on that. I thought it'd be interesting to do something like that. Blissey EX, man, we're already up to 3 hits. Nick says, I forgot Tuesday was Pokemon's night. Well, it hasn't been in a while, so that's not your fault. I did put a little announcement in the community tab, but I haven't posted much stuff on YouTube, so everything's kind of laid back. Not as much engagement, and that's not y'all's fault. That's on me. I come straight from a track meet. We were leaving the parking lot at 7:24. Ooh, there you go. Got a Laren. Inspection said it's going good. Recently bought some sealed games. It's uncharted territory for me, so I'm trying to figure out what to do next. Uh-oh, look at that. Upside down and backwards. Nothing special. Inspection said, do you happen to grade them? I don't grade any games because I don't really dabble with them. But I do sell some for other people. Mad Cargo EX. I've got this zoomed out just a little bit. Maybe I can push it in some. See a little bit more of the card. Or just, smack the whole thing. don't know, it might be better a little bit farther back. Hisui and Arcanine. See, it looks like it zooms well with the cards about at this distance. So maybe when I got them in my hand, I want you guys to be able to see the cards a little bit better. Section said that would make for a great video. I just haven't done it. I think it would be kind of cool though. Just see what they offer for a first edition. You know, a $200,000 card or 175. You know, whatever the last sale was. They come up $2.70 or whatever it was that Poke Knowledge cards got. Oh wow! Look at that Greninja EX. Bam. Double Silver Star. James says, haha, glad to make a live. Good to see you here. We got Zapdos. Is there Moltres and Articuno too? Just Yuri said, when you join in Pawn Stars, Derek. So he's talking to Derek, not me. Man, I used to love going to pawn shops and yard sales. Like, you could always find something, right? I love haggling. I don't like haggling on the selling end, but the buying end, yeah, I like doing that. Iron Thorns EX. We're back to this guy. Inspection said it's some gold versions with Ho-Oh, a crystal version with Suicune, some silver versions with Lugia, and some yellow versions with a Pikachu. Man, you're saying that plural like you got a bunch. I mean, those are pretty cool games to have. I think there's different types of seals, and I never got educated enough in that area. But most of the games I sell for other people, it's like Xbox or PSA, not PSA, PlayStation, PS1, PS2, that kind of stuff. The original Pokemon games. I did collect those a while back. Ghost, what is up, man? Member for 21 months. He said, good to see you again, Rusty. Hope has all been well. Yeah, it's been really good. My kids, they're in 2nd and 3rd grade, and they're doing track for the county. This is their first year doing it, like the county itself. And it's also their first year, of course. I mean, you can't really do it in elementary school, not around here anyways. Search your deck for an item card, a Pokemon tool card, a supporter card, and a stadium card. Reveal them and put them into your hand. But my oldest daughter, Emma, she outjumped everybody. She jumped 10 feet 8 inches today. That's the longest. And the second best was a boy. He had like 9 feet 9. Or no, it might not even been that much. Nobody else got even close to her. And at the last track meet, she beat everybody, even in the 4th and 5th grade levels. So, I mean, it was just kind of impressive to see. And my other daughter, Sarah, she's in 2nd grade, but technically she should be in 1st, like by her age. She just skipped a grade. And she got 2nd in the long jump today, at least for the girls anyways, because they do the girls and the boys separate. What is that? Wellspring Mass Ogerpon EX. But she jumped 7 feet 11 inches, which I was really proud of. But they got 3 events. My daughter, Emma, she got 1st in the long jump, 2nd in the 400, then 3rd in the 100. And my daughter, Sarah, got 1st in the softball throw. They do that instead of like shot put. And then 2nd in the long jump. Only beat out by her sister on that one. So they got their little medals. It was the last track meet of the year. I wasn't too sure I was going to make it in time, but it worked out perfect. Spectre says, sorry, I mean Game Boy Color. Some are just Game Boy. Yeah. I played those. I had silver, and then I think I had both red and blue, but I think blue was the one that I played more. Can't wait for PSA to make a game system. I doubt they're going to go into that. Look at that. Alakazam. Who said she's got hops like her dad? She has very good form. I'll tell you that. Because she's out jumping people that are probably faster than her because she's still small. I mean, both of them are very small compared to a lot of the other kids on the team. But they run and they get it. I mean, they hit it. Got a Luxray EX. Who else was in that Torkoal? Was that a dude? Got some guy there. It's a pile of sand or something on the counter. Who knows? It might be a Diglett. There could be other Pokemon in there. I just can't tell. Hey, Rattle, what's up, man? Good to see you in here. We got, we're opening up the new set. Have you already did a stream where you've busted out all the cards? Who else we got here? Inspection said he started on the Game Boy Advance. I started on Game Boy, man. I was like, ooh, look at that. Look at that Greninja EX. That's got to be one of the best cards, right? The way that thing looks. Double gold star. Wow, good looking Greninja EX. I started out on the old fat gray Game Boy, and man, I played that thing until the screen literally popped off of it. But my first game was Tetris. Man, I wore that thing out. I remember at 5 years old, I had my times tables all the way up to 12 by 12 because that's what it took to get a Tetris. And the only way you could advance farther in those levels better and get the most points for the speed that you would have on that gray Game Boy where it's basically glitching out on you is if you you got Tetrises and Tetrises only. Otherwise, you advanced your lines too fast. And so I always had fun with that. And I learned my times tables. You got 12, 24, 36, 48, you know, all the way up to 12 by 12. And then you can go even farther than that with the 168, you know, so forth. Or the 56, 68, 168. Cardboard Kingdom. Are you the first green? Look at that. I missed you. I missed your other one. Way to be a member through all of, you know, me not having lives or any content out there. Way to keep that going. Inspection says, yeah, I have 2 silvers, 2 golds, and a crystal. That's pretty impressive, man. Like, I know that they're not crazy expensive until you, like, if you get them in high grades, they can be. All right, so let's relook at this. What we got in the full box. So 1 EX, there's an A spec, there's a full art, another EX, like a special art rare. I don't even know what we're calling them now. There's like an in-between special art rare. So we got 2 of these. Is there any letters on it? No, so we'll just say special illustration or something. And you got one of the double silvers, double golds. I think someone said that was the top hit, the Greninja, so that's awesome. A couple of A specs. And then we got 6 EXs. So I think that was 13 hits. Not too bad. You still have your 50 Paldean Fates, so we'll jump into those now. Oh, chat didn't. Oh, now it's back. Alright, sorry if I missed some of your anything that you said in chat. I'm up to Rattle Pokemon. Going to try to open everything on Friday. Well, good luck with that, man. Hopefully you'll hit the, if that was the top hit, hopefully you hit the Greninja right away. Derek says, Game Boy Blue glued to my hands all of 6th grade. I don't remember when I played it. I just know that I did play it, and I remember where I was. Like, I can picture myself sitting on our old couch. My dog was laying beside of me. My dad was in a chair on the other side of the lamp. There was a little desk between, you know, the couch I was sitting on and the recliner he was sitting in. He was smoking a cigarette, and he was drawing with gel pens. Probably had a Carolina game or something on in the background. Well, no, if there was a Carolina game on, I was probably watching that, like Carolina basketball. But there might have been some movie or something to do with crime that my mom was watching. Spectre says battery still lasts like 50 hours. See, I never understood all that, like the red and blue and the silver and the gold, like the battery thing, how those batteries could last, you know, 15 years and then they're not working. I always thought it was just something that they ran off the battery that you put into the Game Boy, but yeah, I hear people say that quite a bit. Ghost said he thinks that Greninja is $150 raw right now. Wow. Inspection says, that reminds me that he's been a member for 22 months and he's at the Charizard level. Way to go, dude. pushing it way up there. Got a Wug Trio. 22 months. That's my favorite number. 22. Yeah, I did have a 9.8 gold version. It did... I want to say I was asking 20K. Or maybe... I don't know. I can look it up. Like, I keep everything in my email. So I'm not looking at the screen for a minute here. Let me just see. So, WADA 9.8. Sold. It was, yeah, it was $19,600, and that was August 30th, 2022. So yeah, I mean, big price difference there, right? Between, you know, just like raw and when you get up there. And I think that was mainly based on the seal, because it was like A++, if I'm thinking right. Just Yuri says, Rosie, have you ever played Mike Tyson's Punch Out on NES? No, I have not. So, Claude Sire. Spectre said, once I grade them, I will send them your way for auction. Sounds good to me. I take graded games. Although I've had to refund so many of those. Like, they just get they get damaged so easily in the mail. And it's like a small chip or something, so it's like complicated with the insurance. Because they want you to like regrade it or have it recased. And then what they'll pay out is like the cost to do all that. And it's just like, it's not even worth it. Derek says, I remember trading with my friend who had a red to complete our Pokédex because I had the connector cord. Yeah, you needed that stuff. Like, you needed all those little cords that plugged in, kind of weird and real, looked like a fat USB. But then they would color the cord, you know, a cool color. So, you know, that's what we cared about then. All right, we have a baby shiny Tinkatink. I think that's the first baby shiny that we hit. I know we hit 2 full art shinies. Inspection said that's shocking because all these look very nice. Maybe one will hit the 9.8. Yeah, like I said, I think it was the seal that really made it stood apart because it was the highest graded with the A++. If I'm thinking right, I think it was a 9.8 A++, and that extra plus is what kind of pushed it over the top. Spaffra. Always with the Wug Trios. And we get a baby Pikachu. Baby shiny Pikachu. There's a Paldean student. Let me push this bulk off to the side. Still got plenty packs left for Michael. I don't know if you're here, Michael. For those of you who missed it, over here. Yeah. That's a Pokemon Center New York clock. It does work. If we're still streaming, hopefully we're still streaming here when we get around to 9 o'clock. That should go off. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it much, but it did go off at the very beginning of the stream, and I can't remember which song it played, but I think it plays 5 different songs from the original Game Boy games, like the blue and the red. I'm not sure if it was pulled from one or the other, if they're even different. I think they have like the same types of little jingles and songs. I think one of them is, there's different towns. I think you get different songs in different towns, but there's 5 different ones that's loaded into that. I don't know how it works, the gears, but it runs off of like D batteries. So, I mean, it's pretty thick. So hopefully you guys can hear that, but you'll see it. You'll get to see it like open up and it'll spin around. I don't know how much you're going to be able to see from this little tiny dot, but I wanted to put it back there in the display for this one. It's going to go back up on my wall after the video. I might do a little YouTube reel. I think that was one of my first videos I ever posted on Instagram. Inspection says he has 4 yellow versions. Wow, look at that. Top card, both sets. Charizard EX. This is the top card, right? Sometimes when I get behind on the meta. Pretty decent. Not perfect centering, but still really good. I thought that was a white dot there, but it looks like a white dot here, but it's just the bevel where the light was catching it. But look at that. Got the Greninja and the Charizard. What's up, Rubisu? Glad you made it. Definitely not Derek Reyes. Should I know Derek Reyes? I see a Derek L. Maybe Derek Reyes is someone famous. Ultimate Pack Battle says, I swear, every time I enter the stream, something big pulled. Hey, that's a good thing, right? Buy in right as you're entering, as long as you know nobody's ahead of you. Maybe it'll work out. Or that'd be what would make it go kaput, and then it wouldn't work anymore. There's Palafin. Grimbeat says, what are your favorite non-TCG Pokemon collectibles? I really like the battle coins. Ooh, I don't know. Well, I mean, this is one of the things I collect right there. This doesn't really have anything to do with the TCG other than it come from a Pokemon Center, New York. Well, let me think. Most everything I have is card related. I do have all of those battle coins. I've got a complete set that my dad assembled. They're all in like those little cardboard stapled shut clear things, but it's for all of the original battle coins. And the reason I really like that is mainly because my dad collected it. I wish I still had it, but he had all the marbles too, and he had one of those big Pokeball things that opened up, and because you used to be able to get these marbles, and they were pretty sweet. I don't know how many of you guys have ever played it, but I used to play marbles like when I was in daycare. We would you'd always make sure you find a place that had like carpet or whatever, because you don't want them rolling all over the place. But smacking marbles off the back wall to hit another marble so you could collect them all, I mean, that was a thing. That was pretty fun. You can get all kinds of different marbles, ones that look like they have galaxies in them. You have others that are like grooved and notched. Fun little way to entertain yourself. You didn't want to use the Pokemon marbles unless they were already beat up, because that glass, it was pretty sensitive. Flittle. Alright, where are we at? Overall thoughts on TM. Twilight Masquerade, well, the first box was really nice, but I don't know. I thought it was a pretty decent set. It's nothing crazy that I saw, but I like that Greninja. I guess we'll see as more stuff comes out. Alright, what's your least favorite Charizard card? I don't know. I don't really like that Supreme Victor's non-holo. I think it's 20 out of 147. And maybe that was on my mind because Pokemon Wonder actually pulled that one out and we looked at it. I think it's Supreme Victor's. I'm pretty sure it is. But even on the Japanese side, it's got like this weird reverse holo starry full thing going on. It's not that great, but I don't really like the English side either. It just kind of looks like a very lackluster artwork. There's some other ones that are super common that I may not like because I've seen them so many times, like the Dragon Majesty one. I opened those up from the Battle Academy. I think that's what it was, and I think you can get it somewhere. You could even get it like the build and battle boxes. So I had like lots of those that I graded. Chick says Rattle Pokemon told me as a wee lad to chase the stonks, so here I am. Well, I guess we pulled a couple stonks. I'm not really sure what that word means, but I think it just means like the big cards, right? The ones that everybody wants. It's just something that I hear used a lot. It's been used enough in sentences, I think, that I've got a grasp of what it is. Man, these gold cards, they always seem to stick to the card in front of them. Nice looking Miraidon EX. Man, it's almost like it's got a gloss to it. Very cool. Alright, Zachary Galloway. I'm still searching for the Bubble Mew. Well, there's a Clive. In too deep to stop with duplicates of all other SIRs. Keep pulling Gardevoir, but only 12 cards left to complete. Just got my last gold tonight with Wo Chin. Who was that? That was Miraidon. A nice looking Starmie. Well, way to go, dude. If you can pull them all, I mean, that's sweet, but not always it's not the financial decision that you want to make. If you're looking just to complete it because you want to open it, I think that's pretty cool. Sometimes we as humans, we just do things because we want to, right? You know, it's like we take it as a challenge and now we got to finish it. It's not the Bubble Mew, but got a regular Mew EX. All right, Ghost said marbles and Pogs. I did have the Pogs. I didn't collect those. I would actually put them, I would stack them right here. And then when you can stack them up and you can catch them. And the key is you don't actually try to catch them with your hand. You just drop your elbow and you swing through. You just kind of use it like a lever. Man, we had some fun nights doing that. Oh, there's the Bubble Mew. Speak of the devil. Bam. Got those back to back. I think, Michael, you're doing pretty well, man. Derek L. Pogs were sweet. Remember the slammers? I never actually played the game. I just we took apart the cardboard game and we just used those things to. I think we even played poker with them a little bit. Lord Lucario's Lair, TCA, thank you so much for signing the Misty sticker. I'll give feedback on the lots after the stream. They're awesome, just like I remember as a kid. Yeah, no problem. Oh, and the guy didn't pay for the tops, so those will probably go for a lot less than what they had. But if you're interested in those, I think that was one of the only ones you didn't win. Zachary Gallery, I actually ordered a few Twilight Masquerade boxes just to rip, mainly for the common and uncommon nostalgia. Skip temporal for opening. There you go. Rubus, pick up any more Yu-Gi-Oh recently? Yes, I did just buy from STF Gaming a Guy the Dragon Champion, an ultra rare name era. It went for so cheap in auction. I was like, all right, great. It was like 400 some bucks in a PSA 10. You know, all of the ones with the gold lettered era in their name, all of those are original. And it was PSA 10, so I was like, all day. Checks NFX says, the only thing I've ever sold in my life was Pogs as a kid. My mom caught me and I had to go back and apologize to the manager. He said, next time I'm heading to the slammer. I bet you would have. Yeah, I think I did that once with my kids. I can't remember what she stole. Will the real rattle please stand up? Checks, yep, there he is. Palmy. I know you're talking about the Bubble Mew. I'm just now getting around to it. Stonks are like stocks, but for physical items. Okay, well, cool. I mean, I don't know if that changes much, but definitely a different definition there. Ghost said Michael is killing it. Yeah, he did pretty good. That was 50 packs for Paldean Fates. So you can see what he got: 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 33, 30, 34 hits. But I mean, it's not always best just to count the hits. I mean, but he had some good ones in there. He had that Mew and the Charizard, definitely the best. And his Twilight Masquerade box was good too. Oh yeah, gotta put the order over here. All right, let me see if any orders were made. Hopefully there were. If there were not, then we'll talk for a little bit and we'll do a giveaway or something. But I'm hoping that we had a few buys. But if we didn't, we didn't. That's just the way it is. That's what happened the last few lives. We didn't really have anybody buy in, so I went to the wrong page. So we just ended them. All right, we did get one order in. It looks like it's probably for a Twilight Masquerade box. Let's see what we got here. So this is for Justin. Okay, and he's keeping the bulk. You guys don't let me mess that up. I did pull all of my individual raw card listings. I've got an outlet for that now. They were selling well, but man, dude, I probably have, like as of today, I probably have about 75 envelopes returned. It's like such a huge rate of return. Like they just don't deliver through the EIS. And it's just hard to believe. Yeah, let's go with, we'll put it back in the box. We'll just put it like that. I find it kind of crazy how many of those get returned. I don't know if just the post office is rebelling against eBay International, or not eBay International, but eBay standard envelope, or if there's that many people supplying me with bad addresses. Rubisu, very nice. Those Genzos you got a few weeks back were super nice. Well, I think he has another one on auction. I'm looking at it. I don't really need to be spending money. I'm trying to consolidate my Pokemon collection, but you know, these deals on Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know. I like them. So, all right. Check says, "'Tis me." Well, good luck, Checks. Let's see what he gets. Maybe he'll get a Greninja too. Got a Screamtail. Alright, if Greninja is the number 1 card, what's the number 2 card? I don't know if these are actually from the same case or not. They may be from different cases. But I would assume if they're from the same case, it's probably not going to have the Greninja if that's the big hit. But I really don't. This is only my second box opening up, so you guys you're going to know a whole lot more than I will. African Veteran, good to see you in here, man. Derek says, "Is that because of the 63-cent tracked envelopes?" Yes. I mean, they're 64 cents, I believe now. But that's what it is. Like, I've just got a stack. They come back with these little yellow stickers over the front, and it's like, no such number, could not deliver. I mean, all kinds of weird things that they stick on there. And it's all come back. But nobody, I've only had one person message me saying, "Hey, my stuff didn't deliver." And it was somebody who had actually had something delivered with single cards before, but they'd ordered over 20 of them, so I had used a regular like Ground Advantage, so it had regular tracking on it when in a box, and so I knew that their address was right, but the post office didn't deliver it. They just sent it back, and so that's why it was confusing, and I went ahead and just reshipped it back out to them. But that's the only one. Nobody else has messaged me. Like, they're just sitting there. All right, so we've got Hisuian Growlithe. That is a really cool artwork. I mean, kind of makes me hungry. I don't know why. I don't know why it makes me hungry, but it does. Rubisu said SDF. Oh, I meant STF. Sorry, I slur my words a lot. I either get going too fast, or maybe I'm not going fast. I'm just not actually talking loud enough or enunciating. But I meant STF gaming. Frostlass. African Veteran says, "This is my first time looking at the cards in this set." Well, this is only the second box that I've opened up, so I think I've seen some of the cards just from where people have opened. Like, this one seems vaguely familiar, like people have posted that Growlithe. I could be wrong though. I don't remember that Greninja. Derek says, "Yeah, USPS is pissed." They're the ones giving them the deal, so hopefully not. Rattle says Carmine, so I guess that'd be the second biggest card. SIR. Ooh, there's a nice Dragapult. I like this white background. It seems to be a pretty nice touch for a specific type of style. Hopefully, history reflects well on them. You know, people got tired of the rainbow rares and started dogging them, but the rainbow rares that were towards the end of that era were much better than the very first ones, which were just like a blinding silver card and you couldn't tell what was going on. And it wasn't like the Dialga silver. It was just kind of like, there's supposed to be some kind of rainbow thing going on there, but really all the cards is blurred. Route says, "Then Blood Moon Ursula SIR." We have a Blood Moon card in here in this set. Seems like something that should be in Magic the Gathering. All right, and then he also says a gold Poffin. Got gold cards as well. Oh, he's still going. And Rattle says now Perrin, Lana, and then Ogre Pawns. All right, I'll try to remember all that. Legacy Energy. There's a new ace spec. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides every type of energy, but provides only one energy at a time. So far, kind of like a rainbow energy. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent, then that player takes one fewer prize card. Can't be applied more than once a game. Now that's pretty cool. So I guess it being an ace spec, you know, you can only have one per deck, right? But then also, you couldn't pull it out of the discard pile and use it again, or at least that effect. Well, I guess all of that would be the effect, so you couldn't even have the rainbow energy thing, but that's pretty cool. Zachary Galloway says, "Are you sourcing Paldean Fates packs from booster bundles or ETBs?" Man, I don't even know. Like any Paldean Fates, it shouldn't be ETBs. It should be everything but ETBs because I don't break down the ETBs, but I do break down the other products. But they would have all been from stuff that come from distribution. I haven't got anything for Paldean Fates for a while now, so these are just packs that I broke down a while back, and I've just kind of slowly let them drip out because I try to keep a good stock of packs. I don't mind having a bunch of packs sitting on shelves. Like when I pulled off most of the Sword Shield packs with the Scarlet and Violet era, a lot of stuff is kind of sat on the shelf. So I've got Brilliant Stars, I've got Fusion Strike. I don't have a lot. Like I don't have a crazy amount. Most of my Evolving Skies is gone. I do have some that I acquired from Rattle, but that's probably going to be about it. Oh wow, I'm missing some of the chat questions here. African Veteran says the Dragapult is a competitive staple. Ghost says he likes the Burning Shadow Zard a lot. I never did. I mean, I thought it was kind of cool. I remember when it came out, it was a $60 card. Like that was a big number for a modern card. And I picked up a few. I was able to get some that come in the store between 40 and 50 because I had a shop at the time. But I would send them off to get graded. I would send them off to be graded, and I could 10s. As crazy as it sounds, they weren't that bad, even though the condition of the card really, for the most part, wasn't good. But modern cards, PSA, it was a little bit different time, right? And I want to say that they were like $300 or so in a PSA 10, so it was still a pretty decent markup for one of those. I'm trying to put his bulk in here before I forget and stick it in the box. But I didn't really like the artwork. I like the fact that they had that error with the no texture over one of the retreat costs. And I always heard that there was a corrected version, but I never saw it. In fact, I bought it a few times from somebody who said they had the corrected version, but they were just scamming me. Rainbows are cool now that they're gone. I hear you, Ghost Man. My image is Blood Moon from Magic the Gathering. It's my playmate. I used to have Blood Moons because no, I'm thinking Bad Moon. I was thinking Bad Moon for Alpha. Right? I don't think there's a Blood Moon in Alpha. I don't know enough about Alpha to tell you for sure, though. Rainbows, new rainbows are more vibrant, but the old style ones are nostalgic too because they were harder to pull. Kinda. I mean, I don't think people opened up as much. Kevro, love your work at Rattle Pokemon. He's got you, man, which you've already read that, I see. Man, I can't believe I didn't put a water over here. Hopefully that doesn't turn into a problem. All right, Derek says we got too many fake pulls nowadays. Well, eBay loves letting people sell their flash cards. I was a part of the team that was able to flag all of the counterfeit stuff, have it removed, push extra stuff, and it was supposed to push it to the front. It was just like another one of those things you can volunteer for just to help out making eBay better, but they didn't care about a lot of that stuff, so I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Evolving Skies for me is either cursed or the best ever. That was from Rattle. Well, I haven't opened it yet. Maybe that's where all your Moonbreons and Rays are. All right, we're going to look at that Diplin here in a second. Survival Brace. If the Pokemon this card was attached to has full HP and would be knocked out by damage from attack from your opponent's Pokemon, it is not knocked out and its remaining HP becomes 10. I wouldn't put that in my deck. It goes from full to 10. I guess that's just too much of a condition for a one-off card. All right, let's look at his Diplin. All right. I'm not sure what Pokemon that is. Or maybe that's the Diplin. Maybe that's what it is. And I can't tell who these are down here. But kind of looks like he's having fun. Was it Appleton? Or Applin. You got an Applin up there. Are these Pokemon down here? Does anybody know? Rattle says, maybe not cursed now that I broke the curse and opened one. Oh, I didn't know you opened one. So congratulations on that one. Hearth Flame Mask Ogre Pawn EX. Kind of looks cool. That's It's a mouthful of a name. I'd be calling you OG. That'd probably be the name I'd give you. We wouldn't be going through all that trouble. Ghost says he got paid $400 for a Rainbow 10 Zard back then. It's wild how much is holding value. I mean, it's a pretty tough 10. Definitely makes Burning Shadows. It is Burning Shadows, right? Man, some of these sets, there's always like Charizards in different sets, and I feel like I get some of the stuff mixed up now. So Blood Moon was in the dark. Yeah, I never collected the dark. Zachary says, I get tired of flagging fake evolution boxes and nothing ever gets done about it. Yeah, I know. I mean, sometimes things get done. It's tiring. Like, you can't put certain words in a title. Like, what was it? Not custom. There was one word that you couldn't put. It was like part of the name of a trainer. I can't remember. Copycat. Like, you can't put copycat in the title because that's supposedly an alternate word for a fake card or a counterfeit card within the trading card games. And I was like, nobody uses that. Like, there's an actual card named Copycat, so that doesn't need to be the flagged word. I was like, Flash. Like, you could probably take that and have that as a word that pulled out card. But then I gave them exceptions, like unless it says Flash Energy, because I think that's an Ancient Origin cards. And there's probably some other ones like that where you can make exceptions. But like Copycat, nobody's using Copycat to show off their fake Pokemon cards. You got the Flash or Custom, or, all these different things that just make a whole lot more sense. All right, man. No double gold star for you. Sorry, Justin. But we'll go through your box again here. Got a full art there, regular EX, an illustration rare, got an A spec, another EX illustration, full art, A spec. Got a decent little. All right, put that in the wrong stack. So I guess since you didn't get the triple gold star or the double gold star, I guess that's where you got an extra one of these. I'm not sure if this set is very consistent or not, but because you got 5 EXs, you got 2 A specs. Still pretty close, about 13 hits. All right, now I'm going to go see if there's been any more orders put in, and then we'll just go from there. Where are we at? I'd eat that Pokemon. Are you talking about the Growlithe? Are you talking about the Applin? The Applin that went to... I can't remember what it went into. All right, let me refresh this. All right, so we've got, who's next? Mr. Soren. He picked up a VSTAR Universe box. Now, I left these up. I'm not even sure the prices on these things. I tried to buy some more because they went down quite a bit when the 151 reprint was just announced. But then I went back to go buy some more of these, and they'd skyrocketed back up, like they were more expensive than the 151 boxes. So I was like, just forget it. So I don't even know if this is a good price, if it's still a little high, or what. Oh, I just took the seal off, but I forgot to put down your name. This is Spection, right? Just want to make sure. I'm going to put down your name on this, like I got it in the system. But I'm pretty sure this is Spection. Yeah, because this shows that you've made orders before. 5176. Lord Lucario's chair. Says it's crazy we can no longer tell what is a Pokemon and what is a regular chair. Yeah. But, at least they're making Pokemon, right? Better to not give up. I think somebody asked if I was restocking 151. I got to wait till the price kind of rebounds a little bit because over half my stock is like twice the going price. So I don't want to come in, like some crazy dumb price. But yeah, I do plan to. All right, pack number 1. What do we have here? Zera Aura VMAX. Derek says, yeah, the Burning Shadows art I pulled was real bad. Not just whitening, but the art is crooked, lol. Yeah, and it was weird because a lot of the Burning Shadows cards, like on the back side, it was like it was cut with a butter knife or something. I mean, it was just bad. Like it was like it was almost raised off of the card, and it was just jagged. It was bad. Ghost says eBay needs mods. Too much power though. I don't know if I like too much power because I had some listings removed that they eventually were like, yeah, sorry about that, and they got them reinstated. But the problem is, it's already been removed, so lost all the sales, and you got to restart over again. But, if it's a truly great product, I guess it shouldn't matter, right? Lord Lucario's Lair, there are some that are flashcards. They have basic math and other teachings on them with Pokemon images as well. Well, I would say that if they have certain flashcards and they put it in educational learning or something, let's go with that instead of making it a Pokemon TCG card, because we can have our own category, right? So they should be able to distinguish those two, and if they put them in the wrong category, that's their own fault. But I didn't think about that either, because Pokemon is basically on everything, right? Nice Leafeon V-Star. Rubisu just picked up some things from STF Gaming. Thanks again for the recommendation of his eBay. Yeah, he's got a lot of good stuff, and he's got very competitive rates with like his consignment for the vault, or at least he did. The eBay vault's a little different now, but for a while there he was pushing some stuff out, especially after the announcement. There was a lot of cards I could have bid on. I just kind of stuck with the ones that I was like, all right, I think I actually like this one. And I like the Gaia the Dragon Champion. There's some I don't really like the reprint ones. The secret rares just look so different. But the one with the ultra rare gold name lettering, which is an error, I think it's cool, and it's like a snippet of history. Galarian Moltres V. We still haven't hit an SAR. Ghostman, Apple, yes, I don't eat dogs. Yeah, that's true. I don't eat dogs either. Although, I think a lot of the world does. So, maybe it's actually good for you. I really don't know. Inspection said he's never opened up VSTAR before. I'm hoping your SAR's in one of these 2 packs. Otherwise, you get some more. I think that one's it right there. Yeah. Drapion. And what was this? Dunsparce. There's that one there. I was hoping for one of the dogs, especially after the Growlithe. It would have been like too coincidental, right? Just to go right into one of the Entei's or Raikous or Suicunes. Alright, last pack. Here we go. Lord Lucario's Lair. I hate it when I'm trying to find a PSA graded Pokemon card, but have to go through non-graded cards first. So I found what eliminates it a lot better is I put in parentheses CGC, comma, PSA, closed parentheses. Because if you just put PSA in the title, I mean, you can put it in the quotations or whatever to make it have to have PSA. And if you put it in parentheses, a lot of times it treats what's within the parentheses as like quotations, but for the OR function. So it'll include all the graded cards, but if they're not graded, then it won't include, any of the raw ones. And that's a good way for me to search. There we go. Nice little Oricorio and Arceus V-Star to finish out. All right, we'll go back over your hits one more time. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You got 15. I think the usual is 14, but 15 is the next most common. We haven't hit a God box in a long time now. K Duff says, I've been able to catch one of your live, or I haven't. I think he's saying I haven't been able to catch one in a while. Hope is all is well with you and the family, Rusty. Well, you haven't been able to catch one in a while because I haven't had one in a while, so That's not in particular your fault there. Spection says, add them at the end of the stream giveaway. Look at that. What a generous man. You got it, Spection. I will do that. I'm going to label these this way if I forget. But man, thanks for showing up. I definitely appreciate it. And you guys stick around because we will have at least a giveaway, even if there are no more orders right now. Derek says, looking for base set is a pain because base set 2 shows up and so does Celebration sometimes. Well, for base set, try to do out a /102. Like, you can do that. You can sort by set, but not a lot of people do it. The Celebrations, yeah, that can be kind of tough because those are all at a /102. But thank you again, Spection. You showed up into the live, you bought in, and now you're giving away. Rubisu, may I ask how you ship these orders? So, like, if this was your order, this would go inside of a bubble mailer. That bubble mailer then goes inside of a small box, and it ships out. It has a label on it, Ground Advantage. That's pretty much it. All right, so that's it. So we're going to do, wait, let me refresh it. I think I forgot to refresh. Let me make sure. All right, yeah, so that was the last order. We didn't get a whole lot of orders in, but that's okay. I definitely appreciate you guys showing up. I know it wasn't anything too crazy going on there. So I've got, well, you're going to get this, but I was also going to do 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, or 10 Obsidian Flames packs. And then we're also going to do 1 fake base hit 2-pack. And I've also got a little stack of stuff here I'll show you at the end. It's also some of it might be counterfeit, some of it might not, but this is definitely a counterfeit pack. But I was just going to give it away because, like, what else am I going to do with it, right? But they're kind of fun. I've had people actually want to buy these things for like $50 a piece, but I'm just like, no, let's not go down that road. Let's not do that. So let me pull up Nightbot, and I'll get the keyword going. All right, so the keyword for tonight is going to be Spection 1. And so to enter into the giveaway, all you have to do is copy and paste that. Only put it into the chat one time. You put it in there more than once, then you might get spammed out. But yeah, that's how you enter the giveaway. We're going to open up these Obsidian Flames packs. Whoever wins gets the giveaway stuff from Spection, the Obsidian Flames packs, the fake base set 2-pack, which I'm going to open up, and then there's also like a little small stack of things here that it's most of it's counterfeit, but it'll be kind of fun, right? And you're going to get the hits from the Obsidian Flames packs. Dylan asked, do you collect Pokemon games too? I do not. I do not collect them. At one point I did. I collected like all the Game Boy games that went into like starting with the Pikachu and the yellow and the blue. And I had them all sealed. And then I had Emerald, Crystal, you know, all that stuff, all the way up through like Black and White era. But then I was like, you know, I'm not so sure that I can tell the difference between something that's fake and that's not with this stuff. And there's nothing really on the wrap, and there's different ways of sealing it. So I'm like, let me just sell these things. All right, we have one hit. We've got a Houndoom. I didn't know if we were going to hit any. Lord Lucario's Lair. How did you find that fake pack? I have not seen one that old before. These are pretty old. I bought them a while back when views on YouTube were like going crazy, and I was like, I could just pick up a box. I think it was like a fake box of base set 2. I bought it, the entire box, for like $500. I knew it was fake. The guy put it up. He didn't advertise it as fake, but I knew it was, and I was like, hey, I just want to let you know, I know this is fake, but I'm gonna buy it anyways because I could open up like 3 of these packs and just have a video out of it, and I'd make $100 on the revenue because views were like crazy. This was kind of during the 2018, 2019. I don't know why, but like my base first edition box opening just started popping off for no reason. It was getting daily views of like 10,000 views just by itself, and it had been out for 3 years. Like, I don't know what had happened. This was before pre-COVID, so it just happened, you know. Derek Hill, I feel like old fakes are worth money now. Some of them are. They really are. Like those vending series cards, man, these Obsidian Flames packs aren't hitting. We might have to throw in something else. They actually did really well. There's a Glamora EX. Old fake money has value? I didn't know that. I got a Paradox Rift pack right here too. We'll just throw this in. Reverse hollow vending machine fakes go for a decent bit. Yeah, I mean, I just sold a bunch of those. I just did them in like a bulk lot. Okay, I want to at least get one more hit. So let's we'll do 3 Crown Zenith packs. I'm just gonna add into it. Derek says he used to buy fake Oakley glasses, sunglasses all the time. All right, nothing there. I mean, we had 2 hits, but we want to have a little bit more than that, right? Oh, there we go. Now it makes it a little more worthwhile. Or this used to be one of the bigger hits. Who knows if it is anymore? Got a secret rare Pikachu. And nothing in that last pack. All right, so I'll show you guys these, and then we'll open the base set 2 pack. So these right here are some old Pocket Monster stickers. These actually might be real. I'm not familiar enough with them. This one, it was rejected because it doesn't say made in Japan at the bottom, which it's widely kind of like known that PSA and other grading companies won't grade these if they don't say made in Japan at the bottom. It's assumed that they're counterfeit, but from the conversations I've had with other people that are very knowledgeable in the hobby, they don't know that. Like, that was just something that somebody said. So I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. I'm not knowledgeable enough about it. But when I've looked at these cards that don't have the made in Japan, they're very similar. Like, they look just like the ones that say made in Japan at the bottom, other than the fact that it doesn't say made in Japan. So I don't know for sure that they are, but I can't do anything with it. Can't grade it. I'm not going to sell it, so I'm going to give it away. Here's one of those reverse hollow vending series sticker cards we were just talking about. That was an extra one that I had found. And then these are counterfeit too. You got some Shadowless cards. Check this out. This is like EX era. You got a Wailord, Glalie, Lanoom. You got a Red Cheeks Pikachu. Now, Neo Discovery is pretty tough to find, but got an Umbreon and an Espeon. These are from a fake Neo Discovery pack. And there's our hollows. Got an Amistar and a Yanma. So I thought those would be kind of cool. There actually might be some value in those. And then here's our fake base set 2 pack. Very gummy. Definitely not a real pack. Gonna start off with the hollow. Got a nice Gyarados. Check it out. And it's based off of base set, even though it's got the base set 2 right there. If you look right here, the spacing is too far over on the 6 out of 102. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Gyarados was the only card from base set that never saw a correction in any of the prints, for the regular Unlimited. So the 6102 wasn't even corrected in the 1999-2000 print, as far as I know. Maybe there was an Australian version or a UK version, some kind of difference there, and I've just always had one or the other. But the Vulpix got corrected, a bunch of other things got corrected, but the Gyarados never did. It never saw a correction. It was a universal error across all Unlimited shadowed prints. I don't think that they actually had the error on the Shadowless cards or the first edition Shadowless. Got an upside down Super Potion. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually good. They actually got it right. Like this Vulpix here where it says HP 50, it actually carried over into Unlimited. But this is a Shadowless artwork card, and they just stuck a 2 on it. There's another Red Cheeks Pikachu, so you're going to double up on that. Got a Coughing Growlithe. This has the shadow. You can see right there. Got a Recycle, which would have been from Fossil. Font definitely not right. And it's Shadowless. Got Shadowless print at the bottom. So there's so much wrong with this card. If you completely ignore the font, the color of the card, the size, the sheen, all that stuff, it's the wrong set. It's like down here, this would be Shadowless base set, based off of just the bottom. If you just base it off of the bottom right where it says 61 out of 62, it's going to be Fossil, and then you got base set 2 right there. It's just it's all the way wrong. Everything's wrong about it. You got Machoke right there. I mean, I guess the artwork is right. The artworks those are done in the right spot. Again, this is Fossil. Got Gloom right there, a little bit in Jungle, and then you got a Squirtle. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and do the giveaway. I'm going to roll it, and we have Will Simmons. So you win all this stuff right here. And this right here is courtesy of Spection. Thank you so much, man. And hope you guys let Will Simmons know. Congratulations. Now, Will, to claim this, all you got to do is send me an email. It's at the very top over there. It's the #1 Pokemon collector at gmail.com. And I got to make sure all this stuff gets sent to you. And what time are we sitting at? So we're sitting at 6:01. So I imagine that clock might be going off here in the next. Should be going off here in the next anytime now. I might have had it set off a minute or so. So I'll wait till that at least goes off. I'll check to make sure there's no more orders. Hopefully you guys can hear it. If you can't, you can't. But if there are no more orders, I might just bring it up a little bit closer too. See what we got. And refresh it. Yeah, so that'll be the end of the stream, but I'll get the clock down. Maybe you can see it a little bit. Who knows? I'll hold it up here where my face is. Because it should go off. I think it should have already went off. It's showing that's past time. So maybe because I said something, it didn't go off. But I can force it to go off, so. I think it's this one. Nope, not that one. We'll let it reset. Oh, there we go. Got a nice glare on it. Sorry. Isn't that kind of cool? You might see a little bit of my lap, but just to give you another one. I know this is bad camera work. Hopefully you guys could hear it, but I'm gonna play you one more. Let's see what we got at right here. There we go. That's a different one. Takes me right back to playing Game Boy, right? No, this is not going on auction. Sorry, guys. These are in my personal collection. I've got 3 of them. 1 with a box, 2 without. It's probably one of the most expensive clocks ever too. And I'll run through it really quickly since I've got you guys, and it's a quick night. I don't know if you remember this one. I can't remember where you're at doing it. I want to say you're like on a road traveling between towns, but it could be one of the towns. There should be 5 different ones. I'll do the other 2 as well since we're still sitting here and you guys seem to like it. It might be. African says it's the Pokemon Center theme. Route 1. Okay. He's got it down. Look at that. Even his roots. First time I ever saw one of these was when I visited another person that was in the hobby back in, I want to say 2011. It was Rock, Carolina, if you guys remember. I've talked about him before. But he had it up on his wall. He played it for me, and it was like, I gotta have that. And so I didn't get his, but I did end up finding one. It took a long time, but you can find them on eBay. They come up, but they're pretty expensive. I think there may be one more. I can't remember if that one played in the beginning or not, but we'll let it play through. But I've ran into 2 in a box before, and I've seen some on eBay, but I think they were limited to like 1,000 or something, or that's what I've been told. I've also been told there's a silver one. This is a gold one. I've been told that there's a silver version that was in the Pokemon Center in New Jersey, but I don't know anything about that. I've never seen it, but I have been told that it does exist. I've just never seen one. So if anybody ever comes across one, maybe have me in mind. I'll trade you out. That way you still got one. All right, well, guys, we're going to end there. We didn't open up a ton of Twilight Masquerade, but we did get to open up a little bit, and I had fun with that. Hopefully you guys did too, and we'll try to do another live next week, as long as you guys are getting, like, you're wanting to buy in on these things. I'll try to have some packs that you buy in on and you can have some fun with. But, you know, if we don't and you guys don't like this, maybe it'll be something that we end and we pick back up at another time. But as long as we get a few sales out of it, I don't mind chatting with you guys, especially if it's a little bit shorter. That kind of works out better for me. I get to go home and spend some time with my wife. But I definitely appreciate everyone who come out. Definitely appreciate the mods, Ghost, Inspection, who showed up and helped out, answer questions and things. I definitely appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great week. And for those of you getting out for school or out of school for the summer, man, get ready, have some fun. This used to be my favorite time of the year. But good night.